right, man. So apparently Patrick Beverly turned down a deal that would have sent him to the Detroit Pistons. Um, Now he's gonna be playing overseas. I think Maccabi Tel Aviv. It's a $2 million deal. Also with bonuses and incentives if they make the playoffs or something like that. So I think he said, rather than being sitting at home doing workout videos in August, October. So I think what it sounds like he'd be over there for a couple months, and then probably in the middle or the beginning of the NBA season, he'd be able to play. Now, I'm not sure. I think Houston and Detroit offered him a deal. I think going to Houston would have been beautiful for him. Or Detroit, working with the young guards that we have. I think Patrick Beverly was one of the guys that I said that the Pistons should get to help bring some dog out of the guards and some experience. So I'm not sure what they was willing to pay him, but was it the veteran minimum? Because think about this, he can pick, and then also maybe he wanted to go to a contender, but he can pick that $2 million up, right? He can pick that $2 million up, and he can pick that $2 million up, and still be good. You know what I'm saying? Because he can come back in the middle of the season and still get the veterans minimum. So I'm not sure exactly what the veterans minimum is as far as him picking up. The cash, picking up that, so he get that $2+ million overseas, come back probably about the Christmas time, November, December, if that, maybe trade deadline, join the contender. So he probably wanted to join the contender. Not sure why Milwaukee wasn't interested. A team like Boston wasn't interested. A team like Memphis wasn't interested. A team like the Denver Nuggets would have been a good one. He can help a contender out. He can defend, but, I think he can probably go play over there. And then I think it was just about joining a contender. And I think Houston and Detroit was the two teams that was trying to get him to work with the young guys. And I guess if it wasn't worth, about $5, $6, $7, $8 million, he probably going to pick up that $2 or $3 million overseas, come back and make some NBA money. But that's just my best guess. But as far as him picking up the bread, him not coming to Detroit or Detroit having interest, kind of showed me that they know what they're doing. It looked like they know what they're doing. It seemed like they got a great feel of what they need to do. And they needed a guy like that really can show these guys how to defend and how to carry themselves. And really, they need a veteran that can put a battery in these guys' back. And that's one thing they haven't had. They haven't had it ain't too many of them guys around no more. Everybody's just, the NBA is young, and as a prime example is how they gave the team to Kay Cunningham. He never had to earn it. He never had to earn it. So at the end of the day, you got to be able to earn it. And now in the NBA, they just turned the league over to a bunch of little boys, and they're entitled. And also, you got veterans around. They show you how to work. They show you how to grind. They show you how to work out, how to be nutritious, how to eat the right nutritional food, or all the food, whatever. How to avoid the hoes and the groupies, and how to pick and choose and do this, that, and the third. They do a lot of things, and when you don't have that, you see the game is suffering, the product is suffering. A bunch of guys getting injured because they don't know how to take care of themselves off the floor. They don't know how to separate the bullshit. And a lot of these dudes get money, they gonna go crazy. We would go crazy. At this age, I would probably still do some dumb shit. So, Patrick Beverly, I feel like that would be a great pickup for Houston. That's a great pickup for Detroit. And maybe they should have paid him a little bit extra to come and do that. But I think, honestly, he probably want to chase a ring at this point. And I'm surprised some of them other teams weren't interested. And maybe him having a podcast and him having them remarks to that female reporter, he probably got ostracized. I forget what he told that female. Oh, he told the female reporter, "You ain't subscribed to his podcast. If she didn't subscribe to his podcast, that he didn't, he wasn't going to answer her questions." And like I said before, I didn't really have an issue with it. A lot of people say that's immature, or this, that, and the third. I didn't have an issue with it, bro. People just too soft. I don't think female reporters should be in the locker room. Especially with all this Me Too and this, that. You got naked guys in the locker room. They should have another media availability room in there for the reporters. As I'm putting my pants on, I'm washing my ass. Why do I want reporters in the locker room? Absolutely not. Because they shouldn't have been there regardless. I have an issue with it. Everybody's just so soft. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just became so sensitive, bro. But behind closed doors, a lot of people doing a lot of deviant things. Be surprised. The same people that's criticizing somebody in the Me Too movement, they done did far worse. I know a lot of guys that was just predatorial. A lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at, bro, like, what pleasure do you get out of taking advantage of a woman? And women can be predatorial too. Real talk. I had a girl get me drunk in college. Told me out the frame, boy. And took full advantage. I wasn't mad about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they could be predatorial too. But like I said before, I didn't have an issue with it. But then, maybe other top teams see the podcast as a distraction. I'm not a fan of current athletes having podcasts. Matter of fact, current athletes can't even play 82 games anymore. And one of my suggestions to the NBA is to do an Ironman team. Do an Ironman team for players that play 82 games and put an incentive there. You make the Ironman team, and it could be 20 people, 30 people, whatever it may be. If you can play 82 games, you get an additional $1 million bonus, let's say $1 million. And the NBA pay the taxes on $1 million, where you get $1 million flat. Whatever the tax rate on that, you take home $1 million. You make the Ironman team 2 years in a row, you get $2 million. 3 years in a row, you get $3 million. You make it 5 years, or 5 times. Let's not say in a row. You make it 5 times, then you get, $5 million. You get a bonus on top of that. You make it 10 times, you get a bonus on top of that. Lord forbid you playing long enough, or Lord help you, 15, 20 should be a significant bonus and trophy. They should have an all Ironman team. So they focus on doing podcasts, but they're not focused on trying to figure out why these guys' durability is dropping off as wild. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.